Okay, here we go. iRacing Formula IR4 at Circuit Gilles, Villeneuve. I guess we're in Montreal. This track was a little difficult. If you like it, please like and subscribe. Ring the bell for future notifications. And please leave a comment. I love hearing from people. Last week was my best video ever. A lot of people watched it. I had a lot of comments. I was really happy. Hopefully I can keep the momentum going. Hopefully you guys can keep the momentum going. And here we are. We're in P16 out of 21 cars. And we got red lights and green lights. And I was not really fast on this track. That's all I can say. I'm not super familiar with it. Here we go into turn one. And I'm doing really good, just holding my lane, but I make a mistake here, and I get on the gas too much, and I go wide, and I knock J.J. Wells wide, and it gave me 0 incident points, but honestly, I should have got an incident point just for being an idiot. That was bad. And then we got 2 cars come together, and that's Jose Trullo, and now he's dropped back. And we come into this turn, and we see some smoke up ahead. And we have Nicola Sacco, and boy, I'm telling you, there's all kinds of people all over the place. Tano, Knots, just everybody's having problems already. We're coming into here. This is tricky. The track's tricky because there's so much speed that every corner you can die on. I find this track really difficult. And here we come into the hairpin. And we'll see that Tano Knight, Kaivitis, he checks up, and then Laurent Harry checks up, and then I hit Laurent Harry, and that time we do get 4 incident points. So far, we've done half a lap, and we've been involved in 2 incidents. That's not good. That's not how we usually roll. Not too happy about that so far. You could probably see me down in the corner. I got a look of disgust on my face because this isn't really how we wanted to start. But like I said, we started P16 and there's been a bunch of garbage go on, and let's see where we are now. We crossed the start finish line and we only picked up 2 spots out of all that. Again, we have a little trouble with that corner, and I got a story about that corner as we go along. I had a breaking point. Like I said, I didn't have that much experience on this track. This is fairly new to me. And that corner, like, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through the race, honest to God, guys, I forgot my brake marker and I couldn't remember where it was. I guess that's something to do with my age or something. It was pretty bad. And I kept making mistakes on that corner over and over. That's a little spoiler. So anyways, we're only a 0.6 beside Tano. And I'm kind of surprised because I really didn't have pace. And we go a little wide here and we hit the curb. And that leaves the door open for Nicola. Now Nicola Sacco's on our inside. And he's got us here. We're not going to fight him. We're just going to stay in our lane. We're going to let him go and hope he overshoots, and we go for the switchback here. You can see us cut a little, but it's not there. He didn't overshoot. He made it clean through. And no problem. Nicola makes it through pretty easy. And we come down the straight. We're on lap 2. Laps are flying by. That's a good thing about this car and these tracks. The laps go by pretty quick. The race goes by pretty quick. So they tend to be pretty exciting. Let's see where we are now. I think we might have lost a spot that. So see if I think we're back to P15. P15. Yep, back to P15. So since the beginning of the race, we've only gained 1 spot with all that carnage going on. We're on lap 3 now. We're coming down into this tricky section. People tend to hit this wall a lot. I noticed they bounce off the wall. And it seems like this section and the hairpin give people a lot of trouble. Oh, we see smoke ahead again. The 22 car goes wide, and we also get a car off the track. I believe that is the number 12, Richard Humphreys. He went off the track. Nicola Sacco went He's still in front of us. And I think that was Humphreys that went off the track. And I think Sacco just went wide and managed to make it back. Coming into this little tricky hairpin, and we have a car that's turned. That's Yanar Gomez. And then everybody bunches up, and you can see the number 20 car. The number 22 car hits the 5, and the 5 goes off the track, and that's Diego Sa, and now he's off, and he falls in a couple cars behind us. And now we're kind of all bunched up now. Now it's a little bit different. Here we come into this corner, and I make kind of a brave move. I made it through. It's kind of funny. That one, I'm not sure about that pass, but it was clean. And we end up getting Nicola. And here we go. Now we're behind Tano, Kavitis.
Sector 1 is 2.0 seconds off the pace.
Oh, yeah, the number 22 car, Tano. Yep. We're right behind him. Nicola's behind us. Tano Ormets, I think. Maybe that's a French name. He's behind him. And so far, pretty exciting. Pretty much better race than I thought I'd have. Honestly, I thought I'd fall into no man's land and because I just didn't have pace. We're only 0.8 behind Tano. If we can just stay sharp. We're dropping back a little. And we got a 1.8 second gap behind us, so we can just hot lap it from here for a while. See if we can get some draft. Coming into this tricky little hairpin. You can see I kind of coast into those. I don't know if that's good. I noticed I kind of coast a little bit into those corners, and we had a spin behind us. I think that was Nicola Sacco, I believe. Yeah, he's gone. He was right behind us, and that opens up a 3.4 second gap behind us. So now we got a lot of space. Yeah, there was a little Nicola lost it in the hairpin, and everybody had to check up, and now we got a lot of room behind us. Daigo Sa is behind us. I think, yeah, he's the number 5 car. He's the one that got bumped off, and he's right behind us now. Well, not right behind us. He's 4 seconds back. So you can see there, Tano goes a little wide there. He gets a little squirrely, and that catches us up a little bit. And you can see we're starting to catch the cars in front of us, which is pretty cool. I didn't think I'd have a shot at even the top 10 here, and I'm in 11th now. So now I realize I really do have a shot at the top 10 as long as I don't do anything stupid. And we're just going to try to stay with Tano and see if we can chase down these guys in front. And we're right on his tail. Lap 5. And make a good corner here. And we're pretty close to Tano. We're actually 0.04. So now we're going to have some tow if we do everything right here. I think Tano's losing a little ground on the cars in front of him, so he might be struggling a little bit at this point. We don't make any better exit there than him with 0.04. We line up the center of our car with the center of his, trying to get some draft. We're not really closing on him. Draft isn't strong to 0.03. See, it's not super strong in these cars. Until it, it's just it's not like the USF 2000s where the draft is really strong. So we're 0.04 still on Tano. We still got a big gap behind us. And it looks like this might be the race for a while. We see a puff of smoke up ahead. And I kept seeing that during the race, little smoke here and there. And so guys are, locking them up, getting the corners wrong. Here we go. A tough little section here. I see cars bump that wall all the time. Closing in on Tano. We're right on his tail now. You can feel us now. We're 0.03. We are close. He knows we're there.
Stay on it. There'll be a chance.
So we're putting all kinds of pressure on Tano for the last few laps. and he just totally overshoots the
There's an
corner.
incident in turn
He
8.
missed his braking marker by a mile. And there we go. And now, he's still behind us, but he's 2.7 seconds back. And now we're kind of in no man's land. We got Monty Matheson, Laurent Harry, Simon Mulderclev. Those are the guys in front of us. And we're quite a ways back. We're 5 seconds back from Monty and Laurent. And we're 3 seconds back from Simon. We've only got, well, we're halfway through the race, so a lot can happen. And we're just going to try to run
10
clean
minutes
laps.
left. 10 minutes to go. Incident in Senna.
It's a good time to tell you what happened later in the race is right around this corner. You can see there's patches of asphalt on the right. 1, 2, right there should be my braking point.
10th position.
Oh,
Yellow
we
flag.
got smoke up front. Looks like Paul Morton. He was the number 2 car, second place car. And here we are. We're right, and we got momentum on him. And he hits the brakes, and we got just way too much momentum. We almost slammed him. We didn't, luckily for us. And yeah, that was a hairy one right there. And now we're with Morton. We know he's faster than us though, because he qualified first, I believe he did, either first or second. So I don't think we have a chance of catching
Car
him,
behind is reeling you in. The gap is
unless
now
he has
2.5.
damage.
Quicker than you, entering
So we're just going to try to stay close and use our tactic of using faster cars. If we got him, we use them. But he's pulling away from us. Look at that. He's 1 second. He's already 1.1 in front of us. It shows you how much faster than us he is. And he takes this weird line into this hairpin, which kind of confused me at the time. That was such a strange line. But he's still carrying way more speed than me. I don't know how he's getting all that speed. We're coming down in this long
The
straight.
leader has just done a 136.
Yeah, he was in second place. Now he's down in 9th place. And he must have got the meatball flag because off he goes into the pits. So he must have got damaged when he spun. Or something had to happen because he had to pit for some reason. And that brings us up into a top 10, which is pretty good.
P9.
If you told me at the beginning of the race I'd get a top 10 on this track, I would have been pretty happy with that. Now we're kind of in no man's land again. It's funny, we keep getting into no man's land where there's nobody around us, and then all of a sudden something happens and we got cars around. Here we go. We're still in no man's land here. 5.8 seconds back from Simon. We're 6 seconds back from Laurent. We got Monty up there, 7 seconds in front of us. But it's not even close. We got 2.4 seconds behind us, Tierno.
You've
But
got half your fuel left.
I don't know. I don't think he can catch us if we race well, and I don't think we can catch the guys in front. So it looks like we got maybe 5-6 laps left, and I'm looking at it here, driving, and saying, well, you know, I just got to drive up laps and hope somebody makes a mistake, and maybe I'll end up, you know, a little higher, but P9 is still better than what I thought. But I thought, oh, and then we see some smoke up ahead.
Wall of
And
Champions.
somebody else has turned in. That looks like Monty Matheson. We almost hit him. Simon Mulderclev. Those are the two guys that were way up in front of us. I don't know what happened. Maybe one of them spawned and collected the other one.
7th
And
position.
now, I'm looking. I'm in P7. I'm going, holy crap, I got a nice P7 finish here. And Laurent Harry's still 5 seconds in front of us, so we don't have a chance of catching him, I think. And so we're driving, and Tano's behind us now. He closed a little bit because if I had to check up for Monty and Sermon. And now we're just driving hot laps. And now I see Laurent. I see him in front of us, which I haven't seen those guys. He's 4.5. Now he's 4.3, 4.1. And I start noticing that I'm catching Laurent. How the hell is that even possible? He's so much faster than me.
The car behind is catching.
And now I'm 4.0. So at this point, when I come around here and I start down the straight, I see him and I notice I'm 3.9. And at this point right here, I start to figure out, hey, maybe he's damaged. Maybe he hit a curb hard. Maybe something happened. Because look at him, he's 3.7. He's damaged. He's not going in the pits. He's going to finish the race. Because there's only a few laps left. I said, holy cow, I've got 3.4 now. I got a chance to catch this guy. But Tano's starting to close on me. And I start messing up this corner right here. I should brake right there and I miss it. You could see I miss it and I go wide. And really make a mess out of that corner. And here I come into this little chicane. I make a real mess out of that thing, and now I'm 3.4 from Laurent, and I'm starting to have problems with that first corner. And here we go. We're trying to catch up to Laurent. We're trying to keep Tano out of our draft. He's 1.3, although the draft isn't super strong, so as long as I can keep him around a second, I don't think I have to worry about him. Laurent's down to 3 seconds now.
Looks like it's Marks.
Come through here pretty strong. That section we got right most of the race. We're going to come off and we're going to see how much we can close on him on this straightaway. The hairpin we didn't have much trouble with, except for at the beginning when we hit Laurent in the rear end. So we already bumped Laurent once, and now we're after him again. I got a story about that at the end of the race. And here we go. We're catching him at 2.5. Tano's 1.2 behind us. This looks like it could end up being another one of those exciting finishes. 2.3. We're closing. Can we catch him though? I think we got 2 laps left. 2.1. And we go a little bit. Almost lost the car there. Whew. Trying to hold on to it. That corner is killing us. This corner we're good out of. And you can see now we're 1.5. Now we're closing in big time. Tano's falling back a little. And we got a shot. We got 2 laps left, I believe, and I think we can catch him. At this point, I said, I think I can catch this guy. If I catch him, I'm going to get a 6th place finish, which is way better than what I thought I'd get. So trying to chase him down, doing the best we can. We're not super fast. If you look at the fastest times on the top left, we're 138.6. He's 137.9. But, of course, he's not doing that now. But we got guys at 137s, and our fastest was 138.6. So we are not fast. But there's something to be said for driving clean. So here we go. We're 1.1. We're trying to get it, 1 second. We're trying to get it under a second. 9.9. Here we are. Now we're in striking range. Now we know we can get this guy. We've closed a lot. Tano's 2 seconds back. He ain't closing on us anymore. And here we go. We miss our mark again. And look, we get sideways and I go over the grass. I get that all kinds of wrong again. I totally forgot my braking mark on that corner. I was so confused at this point of the race. And now I'm falling back again. And now I got to make up all that ground all over again. I got another lap after this lap, I realized. So here I go. I'm trying to close in again. Yeah, if I had that first corner, I would have passed this guy 2 laps ago. But I didn't have it. I just didn't have it. I went back after and practiced, and I realized what my mistake was. That's what's good about watching the races. You can kind of figure things out. So we're right behind the rent. And we're catching them again. And my whole thing now is, can I get through that first? Now I got the yips. I'm like, it's like golf when you miss, 1 foot putts and you're just yipping it. That corner gave me the yips. That's what we call it. And so now I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, holy crap, how am I going to get through that corner? Here we go. We're catching them again. We're within a second again. And now here we come into that corner, and I'm actually kind of holding my breath at this point. I'm saying, how am I going to get through this corner? And I carry a little too much speed again, and watch this. I go sideways, but I save it. Oh man, how did I save that? I was drifting. I was doing the Tokyo drift there. In an F4 car.
5 minutes of fuel remaining.
That was so funny. And when I watched the video back, I was surprised Tano didn't catch me, but he bumped a couple walls here and there. And here we go. Whew. Last lap. Last lap. 0.05. Same thing as the last race. I don't plan this stuff, guys. I really don't. This is insane. Now we're closing in. We know the only place we're probably going to get him is this after the hairpin on the straight. And probably into that chicane where I got the other guy. I can't remember his name, but I did get somebody in there the last time. And here we go. We got to make a good exit. We make a good exit, and we're 0.04. We're close enough. We're going to have good draft. 0.03. Here we go. Now we line it up. And boom, we start catching them right here. There it is. We got the draft now. And we slingshot by him. I'm going to brake at this 2 marker like always. And I brake, and then he comes up. He comes under me. And we end up bumping. And I thought I had him clean. I thought I had him so easy. And then all of a sudden, he had this little burst of speed going into the corner. And you won't see it on the replay, but if you go back and watch that, you'll see how I hit the brakes, and then all of a sudden he burst. And I thought he was going to take me out, but he must have burst and hit his brakes. And, wow, what a finish. P6. And we're going to go take a look at that, but I wish and watch him just put right there. You see him just gain a little speed right there? And I thought I had him clear. I thought he was going to fall in behind, but now, look I'm going for the apex. I probably should have left him more room. This was probably my fault. I'm not sure. Please leave a comment. But that little extra burst of speed he had, he ended up catching me. I was clear of him. And look how much we missed tires by, guys. Look at this. And my back tire just clips his wing right there. And that sends him into a spin. And yes, I didn't give him space. I didn't, but I thought I had him. I thought I was clear. Maybe I made a mistake. We're going to back it up and look from his view. But I should have backed it up more so you would have seen that little burst of speed. But you don't see it from this view. And you could see how I just miss him. I'm not leaving him any room. I probably should have left him more room. But like I said, I thought I had him. I just thought I had him. And I clip him. He ends up spinning. He goes from P6 to P9. I'm sure he was ticked off at me for that one. Although, I don't know. I really don't know. You can see him burning out. He's ticked off. And I actually sent him an apology. I did. It was a nice apology, but, what are you going to do? I think I made a mistake, so I sent him an apology. And here we go. So we gained 47 I rating. We're almost up to 1,900. We lost safety rating. We had 8 incidents. It was not our best race. We were in the 3rd split that time, but it was very competitive. This track I'm not good at. And it was a way better race than I thought it would be. I just didn't think I would have the pace even to compete. I was thinking top 10 would be unbelievable. And I almost ended up top 5. So I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell. Please leave a comment. And I will see you next time.